Hello everyone, today we're going to look at a new custom, concept art Maroon Murdoch, commissioned to me by Flying Scott Films. Let's get started. If you didn't already know, the concept art for Murdoch depicted him in a maroon with chrome yellow and poppy red stripes. It's such a cool design and I much prefer it over the orange. I based the custom on the Murdoch that Flying Scott Films actually made for the starter Caterpillar, a bit ironic, so thanks to them for the help in this process. You'll notice that he's got a bit of a different shape than the original Murdoch. He's got a properly shaped boiler, a sloped firebox, and a more accurate tender. Starting with the boiler, I used the same bench sander seen in the pug tutorial. For the most part it looks fine, but it's obviously not perfect. Luckily the Murdoch was in pieces when Dax sent it to me, which really helped with all this cutting I had to do. The firebox is actually sloped too much, but let's just pretend it's not, okay? The boiler underneath is sculpted with a two-part epoxy called Milliput, and I spread Tamiya putty over the areas that needed to be smoothed over. I am so proud of this tender. Going into this, I thought it would have been so much harder, but it was actually pretty straightforward. I used my Dremel to carve out the rounded areas and give it that right shape. I then cut out balsa wood to make this front panel and super glued it on. It obviously wasn't perfectly smooth, so I put Tamiya putty on it and sanded it all down. When all the shaping was done to my satisfaction, it was time to move on to painting. The base coat is flamenco red from Apple Barrel. The paint was actually pretty shit, and it took a while to get a smooth coat on. The stripes are all done with Tamiya masking tape and lemon custard from Folk Art. The tender turned out really nice, but the boiler bands had to be redone a few times, which took ages. The dome messed up the spacing of them, which kinda made it complicated to do. After the painting was all done, I sprayed him in Rust-Oleum semi-gloss clear to protect the paint and to give Murdoch a beautiful shine. I didn't have the original nails for the chassis, so I just tapped in a small nail with a washer in it so it didn't fall off. He also doesn't have the second nail that limits the movement, so now they spin 360. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this review on my custom Maroon Murdoch. Perhaps I'll make a Trackmaster version if I can find a body for this tender. I've got a lot more wooden railway customs on the way, which are also commissions from Flying Scott Films. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and join the Discord server. We've got 173 members and it'll be great to see you there. Okay guys, see you in the next video.